Hello. In this video, I wanted to additionally share something I've been working on, but in addition to that, I wanted to talk about burnout. But I want to say you may not always be experiencing burnout. There's this thing that I will say basically, if you don't take breaks, your mind will take one for you. And I've mentioned that before, talking about your body. If you're not taking care of yourself and you're kind of neglecting yourself in one way or another, eventually you may get sick in some way, and you kind of have to pause and kind of like, I guess you could say, just take a break. And I've been thinking, sometimes if I draw for an extended period of time, I'll start really making a lot of mistakes. And here I was just doodling, coming up with another character that I've been working on. But thinking about it is that with this, I'll come back to it. So like, I dated it the 10th of January. But the thing is, I will see myself coming back to some of my sheets and adding to it. I may even be doing something completely different and I'll be adding to it. But if I'm doing something like dedicated practice, I will try to avoid doodling in any way. Because I'll say that, like, sometimes when I doodle, I am just drawing off the top of my head. I may not even be using reference in any form. I may just be, like, experimenting, trying stuff. And I think that that's an important thing to do. But you also kind of have to set a limit with yourself. Because I feel like when I do stuff like this, I'm not always, like, improving in one form or another. Not saying I always have to be improving, but just thinking that, like, if I really set time aside to be practicing, if I'd be doodling all the time, I may not be improving in the direction that I want to go. Not to say that everything, like, you should be doing nothing but improving, but really managing that is an important thing. I think it took me years to even get to the point in which I guess you could say that I like drawing. I mean, I hate to say it, that I feel like for years I really lacked drawing confidence, and it was just it was a bit of a pain. I just, like, I felt like I never drew for fun because I couldn't really control a pencil right. And it's kind of weird how I feel like I didn't gain this sense of confidence for about 5 years at this point. I mean, granted, there were parts of my life in which I couldn't draw every day. I mean, I did draw every day. I will say that. I have a consistent routine. But at the same point, I didn't do enough for fun because I just lacked the confidence to do it. And it's so awful to say that you just have to do a ton of it and, like, struggle through before you can really make anything you like. And I feel like during that period of time, there was nothing I really even made that was worth saving. And I want to say I also really lacked any type of visual library inside my head. And it's just like, it's like, this is something that I really like it because I guess you could say the experience required to just do it or visualize stuff, and even just to try, as infuriating as that can be, to go with it. But I may have said this before. Let me reach and get it. I have this timer thing, and a big crucial of the thing is whenever I do practice, I'll do, well, some exercises I'll do for 5 minutes. I think it doesn't go to 2 minutes and 1 minute. What a shame. I thought it did for some reason, but there are some exercises I'll use for 1 or 2 minute or 5 minute, but I know this sounds weird. I'm not trying to, like, I probably talk about the stuff I made way too much, but the point I'm trying to say is that if I'm just drawing traditionally, I'll use this thing. I wish I knew the brand of it off my head. I don't know. You can probably just find it. I just got it off Amazon. But the thing I wanted to say about it is it's a pretty good tool compared to using any, like, phone app, in my opinion, for a timer. I feel like you can put it to the side. It has it's non-distracting. It has, like, a vibrate function instead of sound it plays out loud. I kind of like that because I feel like sounds kind of like make me freak out. I don't know. I just like, I feel like with sound, you kind of are always looking to catch the sound and stop it, rather than, I think if it goes off and it buzzes, that's much better in my opinion. Well, for timing yourself. So take that tip with you. I do highly recommend doing that. But yeah, it's like short circuiting, I'll say, is when you've been drawing for a while and your brain, like, you feel like you can't learn anymore. You feel like you really can't draw, or maybe like you're not even improving. And I've realized that there are parts of the day in which I'm really efficient. And the funny thing is, I was able to do drawing today, and it's really weird because my job, I woke up really early today. I was exhausted throughout the entire day, but I was able to do a little drawing and it felt like a treat. I mean, I always get my practice in, but just drawing for fun, like, I did enjoy it and I was able to do it, but I didn't think I'd be able to. But sometimes I can just force myself to sit down and I'll be able to draw some things. But I will say, when I am exhausted in this state, I do not draw as long, mostly because I'm mentally drained. Like, I don't do anything. I mean, it's kind of depressing when I put it that way. But yeah, that's all. Bye.